Hey guys, this is sassy singer-songwriter Lauren Flaherty, and I'm here to explain performing rights organizations to you with props. I'm excited to make this video for a kind of silly reason, which is that this will help me finally explain part of what I do when I'm in New York to my family, because I keep telling them that one of these organizations is like Coke and one is like Pepsi, and now I'll maybe make some sense. Okay, so to start, the first thing is defining what a PRO, or Performing Rights Organization, is. That basically means a society that you would join as a songwriter, which would enable you to have your work professionally represented, enabling you to show that you have ownership, and also to collect royalties on that. So basically in America, you sort of have two main choices with that. So the first one is ASCAP. That's like Coke, okay? The second one is BMI. That's like Pepsi. So almost everybody you meet is going to be either Coke or Pepsi. There's really few other options. But technically, there is a third one, and that's SESAC. So for that, I picked iced tea. Okay? So you can affiliate yourself with any one that you choose. You can only be with one. What are the differences between the PROs? Are there differences? So first, ASCAP. So I made ASCAP Coca-Cola because Coca-Cola came first, and it helped pave the way for Pepsi and other things, like the fact that we even drink iced tea from a portable thing. So ASCAP came first, and to join with them, you do have to pay a $50 fee, but that's a one-time fee. As a songwriter. For a publisher, it's a bit different, and they will represent your material and enable you to get paid if your stuff is played on the internet, at a gig, on TV, anything like that, on the radio. So similar to ASCAP is BMI. So it's like Pepsi. And similar to this, Pepsi came later, partially inspired by Coke. So in America, you can't just have one company that does one thing, and also because of some political stuff that happened several decades ago, there ended up becoming a second company. So the differences between Coke and Pepsi, a matter of taste. Get what I'm going for here? Okay, but it's your choice which one you want to affiliate with. BMI happens to have no fee to join with, but they do a lot of the same things. So then you've got your third option, which is SESAC. Why is this? SESAC, iced tea. And SESAC does not cost anything to join, but they're very exclusive because they're small and they're boutique. So you might apply to get with them and you might not get in, whereas you might have gotten in with ASCAP or BMI. If you're not selected for SESAC at first, that's okay. That's a situation a lot of people have been in. You can still circle back to ASCAP or BMI, and I mean, they won't freak out about it or anything like that. Another difference between all of these three beautiful products is that ASCAP and BMI pay quarterly. So it's only 4 checks a year, whereas SESAC pays monthly. Note to everyone, monthly is better. Hope that becomes the new industry standard. I'd like to thank my friend Sean for proposing this topic. And part of what he wanted to know was, as a performing songwriter, does it make sense for him to affiliate with one of these companies? Is this just kind of a rip-off or anything like that? This is a really easy one. It's not a rip-off at all. It's up to you if you want to pay a one-time joining fee or not. That's your personal business, but I can definitely say that these things are not a rip-off. The performing rights organizations will give you access to some good resources. So you've kind of got your soft resources, such as maybe getting invited to some events, learning about some networking opportunities, being on some mailing lists, getting some discounts, as well as what I would call hard resources, which are things like actually getting income from your music that otherwise you would miss out on. And I also said to my friend, I suggest that you go for it because it also looks good for you to be able to say that you've done the paperwork and you've gotten affiliated with one of these societies, because it shows that you're ready to do the music business instead of just doing music for fun and enjoyment. It kind of shows that you're ready to play ball. So I advise it. So unlike how you can easily switch between products, switching between a PRO is actually quite difficult in real life. It is possible and it is allowed, but it's an awful lot of paperwork. And from my understanding, if you are in any kind of arrangement or agreement or contract with a music publisher or a music library or anything like that, for the length of that agreement, you're supposed to be represented by the same performing rights organization. So it's sort of that whole don't switch horses in midstream. So essentially, when you are deciding which performing rights organization you want to go with, pick carefully, because although you can switch, it is difficult. I've heard that the only reason people really tend to switch is if they're doing extremely well and they get sort of scouted by a different one. Again, it's legal, but it's a lot of paperwork. So I think your average person's not going to want to do that. In the next couple videos, I'm going to talk about what PROs actually do and what you can expect them to do for you, as well as what you should not expect them to do.